Okay, hi everybody. Welcome to Phil and Dave's Excellent Adventures. Today, we're talking about the movie Scream 6. This is going to be a spoiler review, so if you are concerned about spoilers, I suggest you go and watch the movie first before you watch this review. Phil, can you tell them a little bit about what Scream 6 was about?
Scream 6 was about the two young ladies who were in New York, and they weren't in the beginning of the movie was pretty good.
Yeah.
One was the lady in the bar who was having two shots of something. I don't even know what it was.
Yeah.
And then she slammed both of them, and suddenly she said, Scream called and he's like, "What color is the bar?"
Yeah.
Or something. Or maybe it was the awning of it. What color is it? And she said red. I said, I don't see it. So she walked out of the bar and said, "Oh yeah, the color is red."
Yeah.
I remember that part.
Yep. Yeah.
There was another part that he said, like, "What's your favorite scary movie?"
Yeah.
And she really didn't say. I don't remember if she said anything about that. But that was cool. The one part that didn't get me was the what was that? Oh, the alley part.
Yeah. In the
Um,
beginning there, yeah. Well, let's talk a little bit. So, can you tell us what you liked about the movie?
I thought all of it was pretty good. Um, I don't, I didn't like the part when all the ladies were pushing and shoving each other.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like how like saying like that the older daughter was the killer,
Okay.
but she wasn't the killer.
Yeah.
And I remember the younger sister punched Jail, the newscast.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was cool,
That
by
was
the
good.
way.
Yeah.
She said, like, why you do that? I said, what? You never seen the younger sister punch me before?
Yeah.
Thought that was funny.
It was good.
Um,
Maybe I might have lost you there, Phil. Oh, you still
oh,
there? Okay. I
yeah.
think we
I
just
mean,
had a
sorry.
little.
Yeah, that distracted.
Okay.
The blonde hair one was pretty cool. I liked her. The
Yeah,
cop,
you liked her. She was in, I think, Scream 3.
I remember that one. That was pretty good.
All right.
But I thought everything was pretty darn good. I didn't like the way that what was it? That she killed maybe a couple of her friends.
Okay.
Um,
Can I talk about what I liked first, and then we'll come
yeah,
to what we disliked? Okay, cool.
yeah.
Thanks.
Sorry.
So yeah, as far as what I liked, like you said, I like the cast. I like Jenna Ortega a lot. She's like the younger sister. I like Jasmin Savoy Brown. She's the friend who kind of like describes what's going on in the movies and stuff. I thought she was really good. And I like Jack Champion, who was one of the friends. I guess we're talking spoilers here, but he's one of the killers. And I didn't realize he's Spider from Avatar 2. So if you saw Avatar 2, he's the kid who played Spider in that.
Okay.
I like that it was set in New York and Manhattan. That was pretty cool. It was a different setting. I like the little speech of the franchise that Jasmin Savoy Brown gives. Oh, there's that ladder scene. You remember that part where they're trying to crawl across the ladder from
That's
one
the one I
apartment to
was
the other?
trying. Yes, yes.
That was good. That was scary. And I like the way that when that girl fell and her head hit the dumpster, it was a great death scene. I thought it was really cool.
I thought that too. I mean,
Yeah.
uh,
I liked all the different ties and references to the previous
mhm.
movies. We got to see like the masks, and they talked about all the killers and everything like that. And I like the masks in this. I like that the one mask was kind of old and cracked and like looked like all dirty and gross and stuff. That was cool. Um, I like
Yep.
there's a scene where the older sister is holding her younger sister, and she says like, "You have to let me go." And of course, she's saying it, literally, but she also means it metaphorically as well, which a little obvious, but I liked it, and I think it worked pretty well. I like the ending, especially when she stabs the guy in the eyeball. That was really cool. I thought that was great. That was a nice eyeball
Yes.
stab. I liked all the references to the previous films. There's a lot of kind of stuff that came up again. And I like they use that song "Red Right Hand" by Nick Cave. It's a great song. They use it in the other Scream movies, and They used it a couple times in this, and I thought it was really cool. So let's talk about what you dislike now. You said you didn't like, what was it? One of the guys?
It was one of the the daughter and the son who there weren't two killers, there were three killers in that one.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool,
Yeah.
but I found out that they were all set up. You know how people get set up and stuff like that, like
Yeah.
and they were all in that like basement thing where you know how they were talking about like all the people who play Scream, like Billy Loomis and all those other people.
Yeah.
That was a cool part that I pretty liked.
Yeah. That was cool.
I like the way that he killed that off. I like the way that he killed that officer. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
There were some parts that I kind of disliked, like how they killed off one of their friends. I can't remember who it was. I think it was young. I think it was like one of the young kids. Can't remember what his name was. I think he had like dark skin. I think.
Oh, okay.
I forgot what his name was.
Yeah. I think he might have lived.
Okay, so he probably lived. Okay. Can't remember. I mean, there were so many deaths in that movie. I mean, it was pretty good, pretty much glory, man. I mean, like red blood all everywhere, and then you had the two people in the refrigerator, the bodies in the refrigerator. That was kind of okay, kind of cool, but like, how did Scream know about that? When someone opened the refrigerator, like, oh, there's bodies in there. I'm gonna close the refrigerator, but
Yeah.
that was kind of weird. So
Yeah.
that was cool.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, okay. As far as what I didn't like about it then, I don't know if they did this for you, but at the very beginning of the movie, they had this introduction with like Courteney Cox and Melissa Barrera, where they're like, hey, thanks for watching our movie or whatever. I don't like it when they do that. I think it's stupid. I liked most of the cast, but I thought Melissa Barrera was just okay. I didn't think Hayden Panettiere was that great. I didn't believe her as an FBI agent. I thought Dermot Mulroney was okay, but maybe a little over the top. And I didn't really love Samara Weaving that much, or Josh Segarra, who was like the boyfriend of the older sister. He was in She-Hulk. Took me a minute to remember what I knew him from, but I didn't think he was that great. There's an issue I have with height here. I guess it's just because at one point they think that the blonde girl, Kirby, that one right there, is the killer, maybe. But the problem is she's like 5 feet tall. I looked it up. So how could they think she's the killer when the other guys are like 5'8", 5'10", 6 feet tall? So it doesn't really add up for me. Even the girl is like 5'7". So how could they possibly think that she's the killer? Just based, I don't know. It's a little thing that kind of bothered me.
But she wasn't the killer. She wasn't the killer in that movie.
She was not. No, she was. But how could she be? She's short. They would say, hey, that's clearly her because she's very short. That killer is very short. I don't know. I didn't really like the beginning that much. It was okay, but I don't know. I didn't really like Samara Weaving. It's just whatever. I don't like the psychiatrist just because he's kind of like, he was so horrified by what happened. I'm like, dude, he's been through it. He shouldn't be that. And it would have been nice to have an actual competent psychiatrist. They could have used him as a red herring. They could have done more with him. I didn't like it that much.
Right.
Some of the dialogue didn't work for me. There's some things where I feel like they were going for like the Kevin Williamson dialogue that he wrote the first 4 movies, where they're like, oh, I stabbed a guy 27 times, or, I didn't check to see what kind of protection was at this party, or gentleman caller, stuff like that, where it just felt like they were trying to do Kevin Williamson, but didn't quite work for me. I didn't like either of the romances, mostly because the actors aren't very good with the older couple. And I didn't really buy Jenna Ortega with that guy just because she looks like she's 12 and he looks like he's 30.
Which one was Jenna Ortega?
She was the younger sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the older sister.
Okay. Yeah, she was good.
She was great.
Yeah, and then I didn't really like the stuff with Billy Loomis too much, where she would talk to her dad and he would like talk to her. That was kind of goofy for me. And I didn't love the TV smash, even though I know it was a reference to the first movie. It just seemed kind of cheesy and I don't know. Yeah.
Wait, so was I don't mean to sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Was Billy Loomis the father of that daughter?
The father of the daughter, he was the killer. Is that what you're talking about?
Was that Billy Loomis?
Oh yeah, yeah. Billy Loomis was the older daughter's dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
But I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Here's another one that I really didn't dislike. Was like how they killed off Gail, the newscaster.
Yeah. Well, they might not have killed
Um,
her. I think they said she had a slight pulse, so she's maybe still alive. But yeah,
okay.
I did like that scene though. I thought that was pretty funny the way she like put him on hold. That was pretty good.
Mhm.
And I feel
I
like most of the humor worked. I mean, maybe not for me, but I heard the audience laughing and people seemed to like a lot of the jokes and stuff. So I think it was good.
I thought it was
Um,
hilarious.
yeah. Other than that, it was directed by Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillett.
Look
They
who's
did the
at it.
last Scream movie. They did Ready or Not. It was written by James Vanderbilt, who wrote the last Scream movie, Zodiac, Amazing Spider-Man, the Independence Day movie, and Guy Busick, who wrote the last Scream movie and Ready or Not. Nev Campbell wasn't in this one. Nev Campbell was in all the other movies. She played Sydney, but I guess there was a salary dispute. She wanted more money. They didn't want to pay her. It would have been nice to see her in here, but I think it was okay without.
I wouldn't mind seeing Cindy in that
Yeah,
one.
it would have been nice to see her.
It'd be kind of cool if she wasn't it. I mean, like you have Cindy, you have Gail, you have those two daughters.
Yeah,
Kirby who played that small little lady.
yeah, yeah.
To be honest, I would have taken her on myself, but no.
Yeah,
She was small. She said that guy in the was it the head?
yeah.
I thought that was cool.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think so. I think a lot of people agree with you. I think a lot of people liked her in the third
And
one. They were excited to see her come back
who's
for
the
that.
lady we here? The
What's that?
the the blonde lady?
Yeah. Yep.
One
Yep.
point in it. I
Yeah.
forgot what her name was.
That was Kirby.
No, because there's two of them.
Oh, yeah. This one here.
One is Kirby, who's
Yeah,
the
that's Kirby right there. Yeah.
but in the beginning of the movie,
Yeah. There's this other blonde lady. This one right here.
that one I'm talking about. Yes,
Yeah.
I forgot her name.
Yeah. I don't remember the character's name, but yeah, she was in the very beginning. She was the professor who got stabbed.
I thought she was good too.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and I think people agree with you. The Rotten Tomatoes on this is 76% for critics, 92% for audience. It had a $35 million budget. It's made about 70 million so far, so it's doing good. It sounds like they're probably going to make more Scream movies. So, anything else you want to add, Phil?
To be honest, Dave, no. Actually, we pretty much covered that one.
Yeah.
But
Can you
all
give
of
us
it,
your score?
all of it was good. If I had to say my score would be a 10, 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. All right. Yeah.
I mean, it
Cool.
was good. I
Yeah.
mean, like you said about Billy Loomis and all that, I was like, pretty much talking to myself, like, that's kind of really weird. I mean, like, how can Billy Loomis be the father of that daughter?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
It was weird. Yeah. Well, yeah, I agree. I think I like this movie a lot better than the last movie. I think I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I thought it was pretty good. But
yeah.
yeah, if you saw the movie, let us know what you think of it down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great night. We'll see you here again next week.
My name is Phil,
My name is Dave.
and we nailed it.